Welcome to Crow and Klein here today with a daily energetic check-in. I'm using the Enchanted for Hoxa Tarot today for our card of focus, and it is the Two of Air. Let me get that on the screen. It's a beautiful card, right? You have the fairy kind of standing on this cliff, these sort of shadow birds. Anyway, so yeah, it's a fairy standing on this cliff, and there seems to be a bit of uncertainty, especially with these clouds sort of like obscuring what's below. Okay, and this does make this fairy seem increasingly uncertain about what to do in this situation. So, sensing apprehension, these shadow crows come in and they hold this fairy in place. It's their job. Their job is to protect the fairy while they're in this sort of place of uncertainty. Okay, this is a job that the fairy has tasked them with. They might be protecting the fairy from itself or perhaps others, but they're definitely not keeping this fairy a prisoner. Okay, they're just there until the fairy releases them from their duty. So when this card comes up, we know there's a choice to be made. And sometimes the fear of discomfort or being hurt can, or not having enough information to choose from, can leave us sort of in a holding pattern. Okay, this is kind of a holding pattern energy. So finding the source is kind of a good place to start. Okay, the source of that discomfort and that fear. I mean, maybe you're preventing yourself. Maybe you're the barrier. Preventing yourself from moving forward. Blah, blah, blah. You know, you might know exactly what needs to change in your situation, but because of doubt and denial, you might be mentally unable to face that decision right now. A decision that could absolutely open doors to new opportunities for you. So you may be consciously choosing to stay in the dark, or you may be consciously working through the problem. Regardless of which it is, you are protected, but staying still and not doing anything does not advance your growth. It doesn't advance you in your life, into your new journey, okay, whatever that may be. So yeah, it's not helping your situation advance. So there's a decision that you need to make. How are we going to do that? But please understand that you are protected during the process of making that decision. I want to make that really clear, okay? It's just there's some uncertainty around it, and that uncertainty is causing you a little bit of fear. So maybe getting to the sort of the source of why that is scary for you right now is going to help you make a decision. And sometimes, you guys, sometimes we just got to make a decision and we got to go with it. And if it's not right, we can always do something else. Okay. So I have the Witch of the Forest Tarot Magic today. We're going to dig into this message a little bit. I hope you are all doing well. Super honored to be able to bring you this message today. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. It is not a one-on-one. Trust your gut. Trust your instincts. You'll know if it's for you or not, okay? All right. You have a decision to make. That's kind of scary is what I'm getting. Only because of the uncertainty. All right, of not being able to see what lies below. Okay, here we are with the Six of Cups. So this is a card of really, it's good memories, usually childhood. It can sometimes indicate past life, but typically it's something coming back around again. So this could be a decision that you've maybe needed to make for some time, but you kind of keep putting it on the side, you know, putting on the back burner, right? And sort of avoiding it. Or, life distracts. Maybe things just keep getting in the way from making this decision, but there's a decision that needs to be made. This can also sometimes indicate somebody coming back around from your past, but we'll get in there. We'll get to it. In your energy, the devil. So this is all about your attachments, maybe outdated ways of thinking. I mean, it could be people, places, things. These are just things that are not good for your body. They're not good for you. They're things that need to be left behind. They're cords that need to be cut. They're situations that need to be left. There are groups that need to be gone. I mean, it could be any of those things. Cutting ties with people, places, things. Outdated belief systems. I think I just said that. Okay. Maybe this pattern. I feel like with this memories card coming up, I feel like this is a pattern of constantly maybe putting the same issue to the side and not dealing with it, is what needs to go. All right. Keep in mind, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card of collaboration. So maybe you need some help. Maybe you need to bring in some help to make this decision or to figure out how to move forward with it. The Three of Pentacles is a card of mastery. So there is something that you need to put out there to the world. But you're going to need to collaborate on this, whatever this is. Yeah, I think that you're going to need some help making this final decision. Well, it's not a final decision. Making the decision. Okay, there's a decision that you have to make, or that you're supposed to make anyway. And we have the sun coming out. So it kind of feels like whatever you decide is going to be the right thing. Okay, and that might take a little bit of pressure off, because I know a lot of times when I struggle to make a decision, it's because I'm afraid I'm making the wrong one. So for me personally, I am the barrier often to moving forward with a situation, advancing a situation. Okay, but you have the sun coming out for you. So I do not believe that is going to be a problem for you. You're going to make the right decision. Okay, let's get another card for your energy. Maybe procrastination. You have the Four of Pentacles coming out under that Devil card. So this could be about your material world foundation. Maybe this decision is going to be really, really hard to make because you're afraid that maybe it's not going to be enough money to support you. Pentacles are all about your finances, right? This is about holding on. And this character, turns its back on sort of the consumerism of the city behind, right? And is holding on. So it's in your energy. You're already kind of doing this. You're already like minding your pennies, you're budgeting, you're doing all those things. But with this Devil card, I mean, this can kind of maybe indicate a lack mindset. And I know that we've talked about this before on this channel. That if all we focus on is lack, then we will be in lack. That's why when I say live as if, or you hear that, because a lot of people say that, just live as if, that can sometimes just change things around for you, change your story, change your life, that whole thing. So this is in your energy. So it feels like you're kind of holding on for dear life. I know that sounded more dramatic than I meant for it to be. Yeah, but there's something around maybe this sense of lack. Maybe that's why this decision is hard for you to make. Is it going to be enough money? Is it going to be enough to support you? Yeah, you're going to make the right decision. It's coming out with the sun. I know that you're worried and nervous about it. Keep in mind, you're going to be able to rest and recover, right? You're going to be able to breathe a little bit when you finally make this decision. It's possible that the not making the decision and sort of, putting it aside, repetitively putting it aside over and over again, is causing a lot of the stress and anxiety that you might be having around it, right? Under that sun, we have the Knight of Pentacles, slowly, slowly moving towards that material world foundation. Okay, there's a lot of strategy. It is slow moving. I know. It's just, it's frustrating. It can be really frustrating energy, especially if you're in this Four of Pentacles holding on place in your life, right? But this is still moving forward. It has to be strategic in order for it to be stable, in order for it to be unshakable. Very, very grounded energy. Okay, this is, I mean, this is coming towards you. You move towards it, it moves towards you. That's how energy works. You have a goal or a desire, you take actionable steps, inspired action towards what that is, and it comes towards you. Okay, like magnets. Magnetic energy. Oh, all right, let's get another one here. Okay, all right. You have the Six of Wands in your energy, so it's a card of victory. So there's something that you're feeling good about. Okay, it's a card of recognition. Like I said, victory, honor, victory, glory, triumph. You're going to be successful. This is in your energy, so you might kind of be seeing a little bit of it anyway. Or there's a knowing in you that you're going to be okay. You know, maybe that knowing is enough to go ahead and sort of inspire you to make that decision. I think that's wonderful. And we have the Lovers coming out. Okay. Well, the Lovers is also a card of choice, right? It's about getting to the core of who you are at your soul level and making your decisions based on that, based on your values, based on your beliefs. Which is interesting because this Devil card here could indicate a belief system that needs to go. Maybe you need to like dig in, and maybe your beliefs have changed. Maybe you're holding on to an old, you know, repetitive recorded narrative about, you know, parts of who you are that maybe someone assigned to you. They aren't really you. So this is about getting to the core of you to make that decision. So that might be part of what needs to happen. What do you believe, right? It's about getting to your authenticity and using that as part of a roadmap for your journey, okay? We have the Two of Wands. This is the planning stage of building your world. Okay? You're about to take action on this. Two of Swords. Two of Wands. You're about to take action on something. So this decision is going to propel you forward. Okay? We have the Five of Swords coming out. So yeah, you're done with this fight. Okay, this is a real fighty energy. It's winning at all costs. It's not even understanding what we're fighting about anymore, right? This is being done with the fight. This is a breakthrough energy. That's so cool. I actually really, really like this reading for you because it's a breakthrough energy. It's a real breakthrough energy, like aha moment energy. You have the Page of Swords coming out. So stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. I like how these clouds are sort of swirling around here, and we have the clouds sort of down here at, you know, sort of obstructing here, but the Page of Swords usually goes to high ground to have a better vantage point. Okay, and carries that sword of truth. So stay vigilant. Okay, stay vigilant. Hi, buddy. That's my dog clopping around. And you have the Ace of Wands. All right, this is your wake-up call. Bonk on the head, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. This is a new beginning. A new, creative, passionate, fiery beginning, full of self-confidence and independence. Okay. Very, very good. All right, that is your message for today. I hope this helps. Please hit that thumbs up button if anything resonated for you. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, all that good stuff. I'd love to have you on board. And I will see you next time.